Hello everyone, this is Diane. It is time for me to get started on my Heidi journals. I have one wonder book with a beautiful illustration on the front. I love the green and the blue. It's a very cheery color to this book. And then of course I have the golden book with the Corinne Malvern illustrations, which you know I love Corinne Malvern, the way she does the children's sweet faces. And this is a very cute illustration. I have made a Heidi book out of this cover before. And then this one is quite different. It is a golden yellow and brown, and I might want to use subdued colors, more subdued colors in this one just for a change. So they're going to be different. This one needs to be cleaned. There's something got poked into that, so I will definitely cover that up with something. It went almost all the way through, so that'll get covered. But I think this is a really sweet cover. There are two goats here, but it's really hard to see what they are because they're so light in color. So it's interesting, but the Alps are behind her and the sweet little Heidi there. It's just a cute cover. So that'll be something different to do. So how would you like to help me pick out pages to go in these journals? That is the next step. You can see I've taken the covers off the pages. So I have to pick out pages. So I got out my box of Heidi supplies, of course, and I didn't have a lot in there. I thought I had more, but a lot of it was just the thick book block that came with this book. But I did go through my cards, and I selected some cards that I can choose from when I create these journals. I had these little, I have a slightly bigger one, these Tim Holtz little girls. I used those before in my Heidi journals. Oh, I had a Heidi paper doll book. So included in the paper doll book was a pair of these figures, and they have a little stand. So they're just little stand-up dolls, and they were on the cover of the book. And then also, I wonder if they're right here. Oh, maybe they're here. No, these are just the pages from that one book. I have the paper dolls, and they were very easy to punch out, so they're all punched out. So one of the books is going to get the set of paper dolls. One of the books will get these, and that's all I have. So one book won't have any paper dolls. Yeah, I don't know where those paper dolls are right at the moment. They might still be upstairs. But I put in, a long time ago, I put in a couple of these trims just to remind me to go looking in my embroidered trims, so I wouldn't forget to do that. So that's why they're in there. I don't think that I'll want the purple. I don't know if I want either of these colors, but they're there. I'm not sure why those are there. I think they're from the last project. And I had these, I also put these in my Heidi box just to remind me to get out some of these embossing folders to use, because I like those designs with it, but I can do them in different colors. I have a couple napkins to use. One Swiss cuckoo clock card. And this is something that came with information on a cruise or something, little Switzerland, but it's not actually in Switzerland. It's on the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Martin, and St. Bart's. But I like it, so I might include it in one of the journals. I wasn't sure about this napkin. I'm not sure why it's in there. I might be able to use that. It looks like it would go with the little golden book one. And then I had a miniature book about dolls, one of the little kids books, you know. And so this is the Swiss doll. And this little bit was, I think, from one of the end pages or something. And this is from another book. It's not a Heidi book, but it's a little boy with a horse and a goat, so he could be Peter. And I wonder if somebody sent this to me. I don't remember where I got it, but I may have picked it up at the flea market. But I love it. And these colors would be great for this one. It's a little napkin. And again, it's not in Switzerland, but it's a Swiss village in Oregon. This is the story of Heidi in one of those little big books, so I can use those pages and illustrations. I'm not sure if that was with the Heidi story. I pulled out, there's the other doll. I pulled out some napkins that I can make pockets with that I thought would go well with the Heidi theme. And I pulled out some digitals that I already had printed. So these wildflowers, I am not going to research which flowers grow on the Swiss Alps. I'm just going to put flowers in this journal. If I like them and I think they look good with the journal, I'm going to put them in. So these are all, I think these are from Tailor Made Journals, and it was a very large collection. So I'll put probably one of these in each signature. And that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would leave me with 2 left. So that would be a good way to use those. They've been printed for a long time. This is a embroidery design. I like the colors. That might be a very long sheep. These are primitive designs. Oh yeah, because I think it's a religious theme. There's Jesus on the cross. So that might be like the Lamb of God. I don't know. It looks like he's got a halo. So anyway, I like the coloring of it and the embroidery. And then just these other designs, I thought they're very eclectic because they came from different sets. But I just thought they might go well with these journals. So these are possibilities. Now, what I want to go through today are some botanical pages. So this is my pouch of botanical book pages. I could definitely use some Edith Holden. I like the, oh, these are the same. I like the ones with the butterflies. So I think I'll use this page. And this page. And this page. That doesn't belong in here. That's one of those ready-made pages I could have used in one of my eclectic journals. I don't think I'll use these. When I made my other Heidi journals, and it's probably been 5 or 6 years maybe, I had a book of alpine meadow flowers, and it was, I think it was stencil designs or embroidery designs or something, and I don't think I have any of those pages anymore. That would have, I used it in those Heidi books, and I wish I still had some of the pages. And I thought maybe I'd come across them in this bundle, but I don't really remember seeing them in a long time. I could put this one in. This is from the Victorian flower book, or I don't know the name of it anymore. But these are pages from that. I have a lot of stuff around me to go through. Okay, let's see what these are. Edelweiss. That's perfect. So I will be using, I have 3 different books represented here, and I'll use 1 page from each book in each journal. So that takes care of the, maybe I want to use a coloring book page too. I saw some butterflies. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, that takes care of the botanical. Now I want to look at gift wrap and stationery, and they're in the same drawer, so they're kind of mixed up in here. Put that right on top there. Okay, now I have that drawer on the floor, so I can just drop the discarded pieces, or the ones that just won't work in these journals, right in there. Don't want those. I do like that one. That's a possibility. Not sure about the purple, but maybe. These don't belong in there. These are little birds in cages. I'll leave it out just in case. They could have had birds at Clara's house. This is stationery. This is animals, no goats. Oh, that's cute. It's a baby shower paper. This one's pretty. It's like a tissue paper. It's a possibility. And maybe this one for the yellow and gold one. That's a possibility. I love that one. I've used it a few times. We don't need Gibson Girl. Oh, this one's charming. Instead of using that as pages, I could cut those circles out and make embellishments with them. They could be Heidi and Peter, and again, there are no goats, but there's a sheep, a little lamb, and some bunnies, and a dog. They're cute. I don't have a big piece of that. Okay, that is the wrapping paper. I want to get my book covers out so I can look at them while I look at the stationery. So I've got lots of blue in those 2 color covers, so I have a couple of different blue stationery sets. And they're just plain, no design on them. This one does have a decal edge. That could be for the golden one. These are bonded stationery sheets, which are really nice. But I definitely want to use this. I hope I find more. This would be a nice one with the meadow, and it would go really nice with this. This one even has a 15-cent stamp on it. Oh, this one's cute, with the bunny and the snail. Now, I know much of the story is set in town when she goes to stay with Clara's family, but she does not like it there. She loves Clara, but she doesn't like not being on the mountain. She's very unhappy there. And I focus on the mountain when I select elements and create these journals. I don't know if I'll use him, but I'm going to get him out. He's cute. This little girl is cute. I might put this in. And this is a stationery page with some animals and some butterflies and flowers. I like this one. It's a nice one. You probably have enough. The birds are cute. We have enough stationery and wrapping paper to choose from. Next, I want to decide on some lined papers. So I have blue. These are taller pages and thinner. I'll use some of those. I don't think I want to put any pink in these. There is some pink on the covers, but I don't think I need pink. And I'll use yellow. Definitely yellow for this one. And maybe one yellow in each of the other books. I'll take an orange in case I want it for that book. Get some more blue. I always put back what I don't use. And I've got some green. I got this pack of blue, yellow, green, and pink at Amazon. And also from Amazon, I got this big pack of earthy tones. So I'll pick some out for that journal. And I have some graph paper. I'll put one in each journal. I'll put some of these in the more earthy looking journal. Things to do today. Only got 3 of those left, but I'll just take them off the cardboard. And then I have some typing paper. Next, I have the scrapbook paper. So I have the Tim Holtz Wildflower Vellum, Wallflower Vellum it's called. But this one with the birds and bird nests would be great. And this one with the flower there, maybe. Bird and the feather. I've had these for a while, and I have 2 of them. I don't know what I'm saving them for. Also in the back, it's like his regular papers that have the same designs in smaller pieces, so maybe I could take some of those and make something with them. I have another pack of vellum paper that I bought at Michael's, Colorful Vellum. So this isn't as grungy looking. Oh, look at how pretty these are. All right, let's see which one catches my eye for these journals. I like this one. It has a lot of blue in it. And I won't use all of these because I've got all that Tim Holtz and all of this, so I just have them available for what I might want. I'll be putting some of them back. Now for the pages. Some of the vellum will be pages. This one I want blues and greens and some reds. So kind of primary colors, but maybe toned down a little bit with touches of brown. And this one, I want the blues and the greens, but it's a bright lime green. Touches of a pinkish color here I could use, and browns. And this one will be mainly golden yellow and brown, but also I'll use green and I don't know what else will go with that. So I found some Stampin' Up! Papers that I thought might work. This one is like an eyelet lace design. What is this set called? Country Lace. We've got the blues that would work. Oh, I like that. Looks like eyelet. Okay, I'll take 2 of those out. And this one is a more neutral color, but it does have the design on it. And the back is a stripe. So I'll take one of each of these for the neutral color journal. And then I also have these wildflower patterns from Stampin' Up! I don't think, yeah, I do have it. Wildly Flowering. So this can go in the brown and gold one. These can go, well, this could too, with the color, with the blue colors. So blue will be the accent color in that book. Well, these are great for that book. Okay, that's probably all I need. Let's see what I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got some pinks and blues in there. That's 2 pages for each signature, which is about what I do with scrapbook paper. So now I just need some for the blue books. I know there are some in here that will work, but I think I have some in the pile that I like better. I do like that one. I'm going to put this in the brown and gold book pile just in case I want to go with that. Take one of these out just in case. Let's go through what I think would be better for these. Oh, first of all, I'm going to go through this book. While you're still with me. This is a landscape style book. Encyclopedia Britannica Picture Stories. This is World's Children's Series, Book 7. And this one is called Hans of the Swiss Alps. I took the library pocket off it. So these are sepia tone kind of color or pictures, and they are photographs. And I know it's about a boy, not Heidi, but Hans could be Peter. And then there is a girl there too. So this would fold into a signature like that. So these are great. I guess I don't need to, I'm definitely going to pick this one because it's got the grandfather. And it's Trudy, not Heidi. Trudy and Hans. And this could be Heidi's aunt. There's the Alps back there. These pictures are great. This is printed in 1947. Look at that one with all of the cuckoo clocks. I love that. I have what I need. I'm going to be using the book pages from the Golden Book and the Wonder Book. So I'll probably use more of these in the other book than in these two books. Now, what do we want to look at? Sorry. These are whimsical. I do like this one, but maybe for that. I did pull out some pages that I thought would go with the brown and gold. Could maybe use this one. And maybe this one with that bright green. I have this bluish green with little birds on it. And this would go with the Golden Book, the darker blue. It's a bright yellow. I don't know if I want that, but there it is. And then these are just polka dots. I thought well, I'll just show you all those colors in polka dots. So I'm going to leave this out in case I want to make ephemera with it. I don't think I'll use it as a page. Oh, I see the paper dolls. I buried them with this paper. Need that. And then I have this pack that has butterflies and flowers. It's much brighter than some of the others, but I could use this border and this. That would be nice. Maybe some of the circles. And I might want some of these pages. They're thicker pages. I think these would be great pages. So I'm going to leave this out. I have a lot of paper to make my final selection from. Okay, then these are the paper dolls. And I thought about putting Heidi in one book and Peter in another book, but I'd rather keep them together, and that book will just have a higher cost because of the paper dolls. It's just a bonus in that book. And then I have these pages from, what is this kind of book? I don't know. Probably was on the spine what it was, who published it, you know, what library it was from. Doubleday Classics. So these pages, illustrations, are from that book. And I've got more of those. And I have a lot of the pages that I can use for ephemera. So I'm pretty sure I have what I need as far as pages go. And I'll have to select some fabrics and trims. And I've got lots of embroidered trims to choose from. And hopefully some little fringes, not the big fringes, but maybe little ones. Some eyelets. So I've got plenty to use in these journals. So this ought to be a fun project. And I hope you're looking forward to it. I am. All right, so this is going to be a short video. I'm going to say goodbye now. Short for me, because I usually do about 45 minutes. So I'll see you in the next video and see how we're getting along with our Heidi journals. Thanks for watching. Bye.